let's begin. Okay, so we're going to move on to cash budgets today, simply because not cash budgets, budgets in general take very long to master. So you might not be able to attend classes later on because the exams are starting in October. So I want to get the more difficult things out of the way first. Um, okay, let's just share my desktop. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the slides because I want to do an example with you, which is much better. So basically, what are budgets and why do we prepare budgets? A budget is a realistic prediction put in place to allocate money or financial resources to ensure the operational plan of a business can be achieved for a set period. A budget is there to communicate the plans of the entity on achieving its financial objectives. You all know when we don't budget during the month, everything goes wrong. Same story in a business. It is used for planning and control purposes. Budgeting assists management in deciding which assets and operations should take preference for fund allocation. Any difference between the actual and the budget target must be investigated and corrective action must be taken place. So basically, in a nutshell, it must be a realistic prediction. It would be silly to complete a budget now selling 1,000 bottles of suntan lotion knowing we're under a lockdown. So it must be a realistic prediction. Okay, budgets. They assist managers to evaluate actual performance versus budget targets. It is important that budgets must be representative of a realistic target and goal. Okay, that's just what I explained. When compiling a budget, a micro and macroeconomic factors must be taken into account. So exactly, you're not going to go and plan some major budgets and you know it's a lockdown. You get different types of budgets. So operational budgets, those are elements related to the statement of comprehensive income. It is prepared to ensure the company meets its operational targets. You get a sales budget prepared first, and it involves the predicted volume of sales and rand value. So everything in a budget is predicted. Okay, production budgets, it is more schedule of units that must be manufactured during a set period, and it does not contain any rand values. Okay, so that is just units. Then you get a direct material budget. It shows the quantities of material required to meet the scheduled production. It shows the planned closing inventory and the quantities of inventory to be purchased. Okay, the direct labor budget, it shows the total direct labor hours required for the production and the rand value attached to it. So they would normally follow a sequence of events. So once we know what our production budget is all about, how many units we must manufacture, we will then know, based on our units, how much material we're going to need per unit. And once we have that, we're going to know how much labor hours is required per unit. Okay. Production overhead budget. It involves all the production overhead cost. The production overhead budgets normally consist of a variable and a fixed overhead section. The operational budget is when the cost of goods manufactured and sold budget. It summarizes the expected production costs that will be incurred to meet the budgeted production. So let's just first again, then you get the elements related to the statement of financial position. Then you get a capital expenditure budget and a cash budget. The cash budget consists of cash inflows and cash outflows. Okay, so let me just go to my worksheet and let's look at example on page 82. Let's just page 82. Let me just share my screen quickly. Is the light better tonight? Or is it still cutting out? Still trying to hear me. Is it cutting?
Just a little bit, but
Oh,
we can hear you.
okay. Wat gaan we hier aan? Okay. Can you see the screen now, the worksheet screen? Okay.
Not yet.
Just okay. Can you see it now?
I
The
think it's still
worksheet.
loading. It's loading.
Oh, just don't tell me I had a problem on Wednesday night after your class last week. The teams wouldn't work at all. So when I remember I said to you that I'm going to phone my service provider, and they said it's the app that's faulty. It's not the line. So I hope.
Are you running it from the web browser?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you must install the software itself.
I'll do that next time. Is it the web browser that does this?
I've experienced that with the web browser too. The
Oh,
cutting out a little bit with the lag.
oh, okay. So could you tell me? So I'll do that next time. Okay, can you see the screen? The worksheet screen?
Not yet.
Oh my word.
It's showing your profile picture.
Okay, see now?
Still nothing. Okay, there we go. It's loaded.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so let's look at our cash budget. And your cash budget is where you can score marks, but the cash budget becomes very messy. So you must get a system that works for you. Okay, so let's look at question 1. And they say this company, Nomarashia company, manufactures and sells a single product to the public countrywide. The company needs your help with preparing the cash budget. So they give us all this information, right? And they only ask us to prepare for September and October. They only want.
Good evening, Aziza.
Evening. How are you?
I'm good, Aziza. Which page are you referring to, or are you reading from your example?
From page 52.
On the MAC study guide.
No, on the tutorial 102.
Oh, tutorial. Okay, thank you. Page 52.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So the following is available. Okay. We're doing question 1 now. So we have July and August. Okay, September and October. So they're asking us to prepare a cash budget for the month ending September and October. Now, when they do this, you're going to have to compute the months before, because prior months' sales will only be paid, you will receive the cash maybe later. So if you had sometimes sales in February, you might still get your sales in September also, depending on how people pay you. Okay, so let me just have a section here for calculations. Okay, so basically we're looking for September and October. And they gave us the months July, August, September, and October. And they said the selling price per unit is 200 Rand. So they could give it to you totally different also. Okay, so 1,000 units in July times 200. Okay, now this wasn't such a good idea now. Let me just make it. Okay, so you're going to have July here for calculations, August, September, and October. Okay, so for July, they said it was 1,000 units multiplied by 200 is 200,000. No, man. Okay, so for August, we sold 1,050 units, right? Wait, I'm not writing it so nice. Let me just write here. Yeah, I'll just put it here. Units. And let's just put here Rand value. You don't get confused. Okay, so the unit price is 200 Rand. Okay, and in September, August, we sold 1,050 units at 200 Rand. Okay, so the value was 210,000, right? In September, we sold 1,650 units and was 200 Rand a unit. So it was 330,000. And in October, 1,700 units at 200 Rand a unit. So it was 340,000. Okay, so that is what my sales value is. But they say to us that the credit sales amounts to 75%. So when you get a cash budget, look out for that. You are not going to get a cash budget with only cash items. You're going to get stuff with credit items as well. So now they're saying that 75% of it, right? So let's put here 0.75% is credit. Let me just see. Credit sales account of 75%. So that is all your credit sales. So only 25% is cash. So now we have to do the calculation. So 200,000 times 75%, okay, is 150,000. Once again, 210,000 times 75% is 157,500. Once again, 330,000 times 0.75% is 247,500. Once again, 340,000 times 0.75% is 255,000. So 200,000 times 25% is my 50,000, right? And 210,000 times my 25% is my 52,500. Okay, and then 330 times 25% is my 82,500. and 345,000 times 25% is 85,000. So now we have the breakdown of what our sales is all about. So let's start testing your knowledge. So if I say to you that I made sales of 85,000 Rand and a fifth of it is cash sales. Okay, that month in July, let's say August was 100,000, like September 85,000, and here 45,000. So give me your tallies. I said a fifth is cash sales. So now you need to tell me how much. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes.
You said a cash sales of 50%.
1/5.
150.
1/5 is credit sales.
Okay.
No, sorry. No, didn't I say earlier? Let me just write it down. 1/5 is cash sales. Okay, yeah. Let's just say 1/5 is cash sales.
So that's 1,5 cash, eh?
Yeah.
Nothing on credit.
You tell me. So let's see what we have here. Hello, Nolo. She's new. Me too, Tristan. Me too. I got the same. Everybody get the same. Ethan, did you also get the same? And Yukisa?
Yes. Are we supposed to work out credit sales?
Yes, you
Oh.
must. I just need to tell you that. Okay, so everybody got this. Okay, that's not too difficult. Let's continue. Okay, so basically everybody could calculate that. So they're saying that credit sales amounts to 75% of all sales and allocated as follows. 30% in the month of sale. Okay, so we only worried about this portion here. Okay, we are only going to focus on this portion. Okay, just insert lines here. Okay, so on the 150,000 Rand, I think I'm going to need more lines now. Okay, so on this 150,000 Rand, how are we going to allocate it? They say to us that 30% in the month of sale. So in July, I'm going to get 30% of this money. So what is 150,000 times 30%? Let me just check out this calculator here.
It's 45,000.
30. Okay, so it's 45,000. Okay, and in the month of sale, the month following the sale, they say that 50%. So 50% of 150, 75,000. Okay, and then they said 18% of 150,000 times 0.18 is 27,000. And the 2% is recoverable. Okay, so that's how we get the 150. Let me just make this a different color here so that we can just color code it. Okay. So now the 157,000, same story. Okay. So my 157,000 times 0.30%. Was it? No, I tapped wrong now. It's 157,500 times 0.30 is 47,250. Right? And then 50% in the next month. So we say 157,500 times 0.50, which is 78,000. 78,750. 750 and 157,500 times, what was the last month? 18%. 0.18 So you're going to get 28,350. Okay. Let's just highlight that so that you can see it. So in this month, 247,000, right? 247,000 times, it's 30%. In the first month, 74,100. Okay, so it's 74,100 and 50% in that month. So 247,500 times 0.50 is 123,750. I don't need to continue because we don't need November's figures, but we do need October's month. So in October, what was October now? 255,000. Okay, so it's 255,000 times 0.30%, which is 76,500. Okay. Dat gaat nou hier on.
Sorry, Aziza.
Yes.
So basically, the amount when we did the credit sales, when we did our calculations first on the credit sales, where we got our first amounts for all of those, like 200,000 times 0.75, where you highlighted
Yes.
all yellow.
Yes.
Are you timesing them by 30%?
Yes. Because this is actually my credit sales. But credit sales doesn't get collected immediately. No person pays you if you sell on credit, you're going to get it over a period of 1 to 5 months.
Okay.
In your business.
So
that is why you have to calculate it like this.
Now, where did you get that 45,000, if I may ask?
This was 150,000 because 30% was collected in the month, right?
Okay.
And the same year, 30% was collected in August sales. September sales, 30% was collected here. That's how I got that amount. The 255,000 was my 30% year. But now, that 150, the next month I normally get 50% sales. You with me? So that 150,000 in the following month, I'm always going to collect 50% of my sales. And the next month, I only get 18% of the sales. And 2% of people just never pay.
Sorry, Aziza.
Yes.
The 74,100, it's supposed to be 74,250.
Yes.
Is it 74,250? Did I punch it in wrong? Let me just see. What was it? 247,500 times 30%.
Yes.
74,250. Sorry.
Yes.
I don't think I punched 500 in. Where is my cursor now?
So that.
Why doesn't it want to change? Let me just delete it there. Why doesn't this thing want to do? Why is it doing this? There's something happening here. Nee, man. 74,250. Why does it change back to 7,100? Just start it somewhere else. 74,250. What is going on here? sabotage. Let's just see if it's not something with the. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's working. Let's just delete this. Okay. So now we can add them up. Okay. Okay, so give me the totals. Okay, so for October, the 28,350, the 123,750, and the 76,000. So, and my credit sales. Let me just see.
Sorry to disturb you, my lady, man.
Yes.
I understand how you got the 45, but that 75 and that 27,000.
Okay, let me run through it again. Is there somebody else also that doesn't understand it?
I didn't get that, honestly.
Okay, let me just erase everything here. Okay. 200,000 Rand was the total. 75% was credit sales. Okay. So the cash sales to make it up was the 50,000. Okay. The 52,500, the 82,500, and the 85,000. So now I've got my 200. If I add these two, I've got my total sales value. But they told us that 75% of the sales is on credit, and the other 25% was cash. So the cash I'm not worried about because the cash I'm going to receive. But credit does not come in, credit sales. The cash won't come in at one time. It'll come in the business in drips and drabs. So that is why this company says that we know already that in the month that I make my sale, 30% of the sales is going to be here. In the following month, I'm going to receive. Yukisa, have you ever sold something already in your life on credit, like to people, like Avon or something?
No,
Maybe not Avon. Have you never sold? Your wife also never sold something yet.
no, we haven't sold
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Okay. So let's do it. So we said that from the credit sales, we won't get all our sales at one go, right? So we are going to only get in the first month this 150,000. This 150,000, let's just put it like this. Maybe it will show you better. In June, was it June? What is it? July. So in July, okay, I am going to get
30% of that.
150,000 times my 30%.
Okay.
Okay. In July, I'm going to get, oh, sorry, July, August. In August, I'm going to get 150,000 times my 50%, right? In September, okay, I am going to get my 150,000 times the 18% of the money that people owe me. The 2% I'll never get. Hulle is net plain skelm. Hulle wil nie betaal nie. So in my first month, so that is going to be 45,000. And that's how I got that 45,000. Right? In the second month, August, it's going to be the 75,000. In the third month, it's the 18%. So that will be, what is it? 27,000. Let me just calculate quickly.
Yes, it's 27.
150. Okay, 27,000. So that's my 27,000. Right. So July is a bygone now. But in August, I made 157,000 rands worth of sales. Right. So in that month, I'm going to have to account for the 30% again because it's in that month of sale. So it's 150,000 times 30%.
Okay.
Right. September, I'm going to get my 50%. Sorry, it's not 150,000, it's 157,500.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And in August, I'm going to get 157,500 times my 50% of my sales. Right? October, right? I'm going to get 157,500 times 18% of my sales. You see. So do you want to give me the figures quickly? So the first one, Yukisa, 157 times 30%.
That is that 47,250.
Yes. Okay.
So I give you there also for September.
Yes.
That's going to be 78750
Okay. And then October.
is 28,350.
Okay. And then for September.
September.
Mm-hmm. Somebody want to help him with the September figure that's missing? Remember, for September, we also sold 50%. Is it the 50%? 157,500 times. No. 150 times the 18,000. 18%. No, man.
Got that already. I think that's 78750.
We're missing that 74250 that we had earlier on the board.
That is on 30%.
So it's a 247,500 times 30%.
30%.
Times the
Yes.
30%, yeah, September. Okay, let me just write it out here also, otherwise we're getting confused. 247,500 times the 30%, right? And then the 247,500 times the
Times the
50%.
50%.
Yeah, I think in the exam you must write it out like this. This is easy, but it will make you so confused. I was even getting confused now when for the 74,000. So you with me, Yukisa?
Yes, yes.
The 247,000 is the 74,250 rand, and for October it is the 50%, which is the 76,500. Okay. So now we will calculate our September and October. So just calculate quickly on the 247 plus 82,000. Somebody?
Aziza,
Yes.
it's supposed to be the 1,237 and 750 for October, and then after that, then it will be the next one will be 7,650.
We skipped the 123,000.
Yes.
Okay. 750. Okay. So now I want you to add this. Do not add this column with it. That is your cash sales. Okay. So add all except this. You should get an amount of 180,000 and 228,600. And that is your total collection from customers. Okay. Everybody with me? Then let's move on. They say, let me just put here, cash received. Okay. You want to do another example quickly of this before we move on? So if I tell you, based on this example here, that let's say that 30%, let's just say that 10,000 is collected in the first month of sale, right? After that, 50%, 50% is collected. 30% is collected in the following month, and the balance is in the last month. Okay, so this was our cash sales. Okay, let's put the top one for our credit sales. And the bottom, what was this? Yeah, this one is less. What is this? Okay, and this is our cash sales. Something isn't right here. Is this 170,000 to, what is this? Let me just put commas here in this stuff. Okay. So let's make the top column our. I can't even understand how this was even right.
The top one was the cash sale. That was 20%. And then the bottom was the credit. That was 80%.
But oh, this is okay. Okay, then just use the bottom one. But this something doesn't look right even here. But I can't remember the question. So let's just put there 1720. Then make the bottom one our credit sales. Okay, and the top one our cash sales. Okay, so I want you to calculate for this is March, April, May, and June. So I want you to calculate for June, only for June, the revenue that I'm going to get in. So I said that 10,000 Rand is collected in the first month, 50% in the second month, 30% is collected in the third month, and the balance is in the last month. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do that. 2 minutes is too short, eh? I'll give you 5 minutes to do that. Are you winning? Robin, you winning?
Yes, Aziza, thank you. I think I am.
I forgot I'm on mute. Okay, so I've got an answer for 77,125. I've got an answer for 11,650, and I've got an answer for 15,300. Any more answers? I'll just wait for two more people. So we had March, we had April, we had May, and we had June. Wow, everybody's answer is so different. 59,500 and a 71,125. Synthetic group, Liam. Okay, let's just do it together. I said here, everybody was going to get a 10,000. But another 15,300. So you get a 10,000, you get a 10,000, everybody gets a 10,000. Okay, so in March, the first month you get a 10,000. The second month, it's going to be 68,000 times the 50%. And that is 34,000. Am I right? Okay. So in April, no, that's not March. That's April. Why is nobody correcting me? Okay, so you're going to get the 68,000 times a 50%, which will give me about 34,000. And then you're going to get, what is 68,000 times 30%?
20,400.
Why couldn't I write 0.30? What did you say it was? 20,000?
400.
400. Okay. And then the balance we're going to get. So let's say what is the balance? 68,000 minus the 10,000, right? Minus the 34,000. Oh no. I think it didn't work out so lekker. Okay. let's just assume each one got 5,000. Okay, let's just assume, let's hope the 5,000 work out. Okay, so 68,000 minus the 5,000 minus the 34,000 minus the 20,400. Right, so the balance got paid the 8,600 here. Okay, for April, that was March. For April, they got the 10,000. So for April, what is going to happen in April now? What are we going to get for April? For May, it's going to be the 80,000 times the 50%. Am I right? So you're going to get the 40,000, right? And June, you're going to get the balance. So let's say here, 80,000 minus my 5,000 minus my 40,000. So I'm going to get 35,000 in June. Okay. What is this? May. In May, I'm getting the 74,000. That I'm going to get the 5,000 here, and then I'm going to get 50% in June of my 74,250. Times my 50%. So what is that? 74,250 times 50%. $37,125. Okay. So in June, I'm only getting the 5,000. So who would have been right? 85,000. I think this person here with the 77 could have been right. Who got it right based on this formula or the numbers here, the bottom numbers? Who got this line right here? And this line right, and this line right. Okay, but you wouldn't have got this last line right because we had to minus it from the 5,000. Sorry, man, my mistake. But these here, well, you were definitely out 11,650 and the 15,300. You were definitely out. Okay, do you want to continue? Okay, so we received our cash from our credit customers for 180,000 and 228,600. Okay. Our cash from our clients. Okay. What is, let me just calculate quickly. For September, 247 minus 82,500, 165,000. What is our cash sales value? Okay, so it's 82,500. Okay. 82,500 plus 180,000 is equal to 262,500. Okay. So that is our total collection from customers. Is everybody with me? So that is my cash portion that I collected here, right? The 82,500, and this is my cash money received from my credit sales. So for September, I collected 262,000. It's important to note that when you do a cash budget, you don't work across. You work down if they're giving it to you for 2 months, because your opening balances and your closing balance is going to depend on September to open up for October. Okay, so let's do our cash outflows now. Just mark the top part as cash inflows. Okay. Okay, so in the question, it says that credit sales, a new piece of equipment consisting of 70,000 will be purchased on credit at the end of August and will be settled in full. So no deposit was required. So that 70,000 is an expense for September, because it's going to affect my September cash flow. So let's put the equipment. Right. The next one, they say credit purchases are paid as follows. Here we go again. 40% in the month of purchase, the remainder in the following months of the purchase. Sorry, the remainder in the following month of the purchase. So our credit sales, they gave it to us in rand value. Don't make the mistake now to multiply it by 200 again. They just always look at what value they gave us is rand or units. So 100,000 rand will be paid in the month of purchase. So that 100,000 rand, once again, we have to do the calculation here. Let's just move down here. So we've got July, August, September, and October. Okay, so it's 100,000 for that month. The next day it's 150,000. The next month it is 160,000, and the following month it is 185,000. So they're saying to us that 40% in the month of purchase. So here, my cash outflow is going to be 40,000. And in that month, I'm going to have to pay out 60,000. Okay. So 150,000 in August times 40% is 60,000 in the month of August, right? And in the month of September, I think it's 90,000, 150,000 times 0.60. So that's 90,000. September is 40% of 160 times 40, no? So it's 64,000 for September. Okay. And let's just see. 160 minus 64. So it's 96,000 rand for October. Right? October is 185,000 times 0.40. I don't need the rest. 74,000. You people see how I got that? Okay, so 90 and 64,000 is 154,000, and 96,000 and 74,000 is 170,000. I've got too many notes here. Looks like it. Ikisa, do you see? And a lot of your marks is you're gonna get from this calculations.
Aziza,
Yes.
where did you get the 90,000 from?
150,000
Okay.
times the 60%. You see what I'm saying? Because 60% is in the second month of sale.
So and 160,000 times 40%. That's how you got that 64,000.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see how you got that 47 that 7,000. That's 74,000.
Mm-hmm.
You said 40% off of the 185,000.
Yes.
But the 96 now, and then you said something is not adding up. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
You're querying the 96,000.
Yeah, I'm quoting the 96,000. Yes.
185,000 times the 0.40% is 74,000. Let me just see what's 160,000 times the 0.60. So it's the 96,000 is the previous month, September 60% that I'm going to pay.
Okay.
Okay, it is very confusing. It's not difficult to understand, but it's very confusing.
So you said 160,000.
Yes, times 40%.
That gives me 64,000.
So that is for September. And for
That's
October, it's a 60%. So it's 160,000 times your 60%.
okay.
Okay, let's just do a quick our own exercise quickly. Let's just say this is maybe July 45,000 and 180,000 and 120,000 and 245. 30,000. Okay, let's just see if I can think of something. So, okay. So this company pays, let's just hear, what's the month before July? June. Let's have June, 150,000. So month before June is May, 182. So this company applies a policy of the first payment is after 3 months. They will pay 25%. After 3 months. Wat gaat nou weer hier aan? Okay, and then 65% of the 65% of the look at here, it's not 25, say if it's June, then I mean it's skip one, then the next month. So how will I work that? Let's just call it skip 1 month. Does everybody know what I'm saying? So 65% will be paid. You skip a month, in the next month you will pay your 65%. And the balance, what is that? 75. The balance is never recovered. The balance is never paid. If you had a company that says from the beginning, I'm not paying the balance. Okay, so when they let's just, what's the month before? May, April. Okay, so let's make April 320,000, and March, let's just make March 95,000. Okay, so 25% in the month of sale. I want you to calculate October sales. We'll make it September and October sales. So 25% is after 3 months. 65% is after they skip 1 month, and they will pay 65%. Yes?
Sorry, my internet's a bit slow, man. I didn't understand what you was trying to say. I didn't catch it of that the skip 1 month part.
Okay, yeah, busy explaining it now again.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so the first month when we purchase, it is 25% after 3 months, right? So the third month after we purchase, we pay out 25%. Then we skip 1 month, and then we pay 65%, and we never bother paying the balance. Everybody understand what I want? Wait, I think this is 182,000. Is one null too many? You can just give me your answers in the chat. Okay, so you're still in line for the attendance award. I see Bilkis is not here today.
Excuse me, Aziza.
Yes.
You want the total for which month?
August and September, September and October, sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So we got a 245,000. Is that amount now? $500, and we got a 129,550. Anybody else? Thanks, Robin. So 5 missing here. Any other answers? $245,500, 118,300. Okay, I'll just take another one and then we'll do it. Any other answers? Yukisa, Tristan, Justine, and our new lady, Nolo. People, you are too slow. You are too slow. You must work fast. This is a speed thing. And I guess the learning. One more answer. You give up. Tristan, did you get an answer? Or you're struggling, or you're almost there?
I got an answer, but I'm not confident to post it.
Okay. Okay. Robin, what did you get? Okay, Robin, you gave me yours. And then Madeline, what did you get?
I'm not sure, but I think with my first one, I actually got, sorry, let me just add it up. I've got 58,300 for September. And then October, I got 118,000 rand 300. But I'm not sure. I'm so confused now because I keep on getting you see, when you said after 3 months, I think I skipped 4 months. So I think that's where I got confused.
Okay, let's just do it together. Okay, March, let's count March. That's 1, 2, 3, right? Here would be 25%. Skip 2 months, 1 month, and then the next month by 65%. So we're not looking for August. So March is actually relevant. April. April is 1, 2, 3, which is the 25%. We're not looking for July, right? Skip 1 there. So I'm looking for my 65% here. Okay, so it's 320,000 times my 65%, which is how much? Let's just calculate. So 320,000 times 0.65% is 208,000. So 208,000. Okay. So are we still going to pay anything for October? The balance is never paid. We will be now by April. So May. May is 1, 2, 3 months. Okay. It's irrelevant. We're looking for September and October. So skip 1 and it's 65%. For what month was that? April. No, May. Which month are we doing now? April. Just see 1,
That was
2,
May.
3. May, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's do 182,000 times 65% equals 118,300. Is that what you people got? Okay, we did May now. So June, we're going to skip 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to pay 25% of June. So it is 150,000 times 0.25. So it is 37,500. Right? June, we said 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, you're going to get nothing there. July, It's 25%. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'm going to pay 45%, 45,000 Rand times my 25%. So it is 11,250. Right? What month will we busy with? July, no? So August, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we don't need any more. So 208,000 plus 37,500 is 245,000, and 118,300 plus 11,250 is 129. So we have a winner, 2 winners, eh? And 1 winner was the Robin. Robin T. You can go home.
No, I
You can go home
can't go home,
early.
Mrs. We're not that.
Okay. Okay. So Robin got the answer. The other Keketsu, you forgot to obviously add this amount in, the 11,250. That's how you got it. Tristan, do you understand now how we got it?
I think I must watch a recording again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kisa, did you get yours? Did you see how we got it?
I see, but I'm gonna have to watch also like that other sister should say. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
You see, the thing is, they never ask you hard and fast like it's in the book. You know, they can ask you anyway. That's why I'm just thinking up all sorts of scenarios just to make you think that it's not just like they're going to say 40% and 60%. You
Why
know,
don't you
so they could say, sorry,
why don't you show how you got that 37,500?
okay, this one.
Actual calculation, yeah.
Okay, let me just write it here. What did we say September was? September was 1, 2, 3, and then skip 1. So that 320,000 came from, it was 320,000 times my 65%, no? 65%.
Okay.
Let me just put it in here, which was the 208,000. And the 37,000, just help me out, the lady, the Robin that got it correct. Where did we get this from? This was May. Let me just see, 1, 2.
37,000 was 25% of June.
Okay, the 150,000
Yes.
times your 0.25. And we got the 37,500. Okay, the 118,000, Robin, how did we get that?
Let me just check here. The 118 was the 65% of May.
May. So it was the 182,000 times the 0.65,
Yes.
which was 118,000, and the 11,250.
25% of July.
Of July, which was 45,000 times 25%. You must write it out like this in the exam. Otherwise, you're going to get very confused. Okay. So those are the different scenarios that I can ask you for your cash budgets. Okay, let's go back to our total receipts. So we calculated that our creditors payments for that month, we did the calculation and I deleted it somewhere because I don't want to confuse you, but anyway, it was 154,000, right? Let me just, they say operating expenses for July amounted to 15,000. and are expected to increase by. Now make sure you understand the difference between by and to, right? By, you can take that exponential value on your calculator and you put the 1 there, or 2, 3. Okay, if depending on the amount of months. I don't know how you're going to do it. You can also say 15,000, okay, times 1.10. Let me just do the calculation here for you quickly. You can say, say I want to know what is the value of my machine going to be in October, right? If it's 10,000 right now and it increased by 10%, right? I can say in April, it is 10,000 times 1.10, right? And then 10,000 not exponential. I wanted to multiply there. So it's 10,000 times 1.10. And then you go again 10,000 times 1.10 times, where is this times 1.10? Then again 10,000 times 1.10. Let me just do it on the calculator quickly. So it's 10,000 times 1.10, and that's 11,000. Are you doing it with me on the calculator? Then you times it by 1.10 again, 12,100. You times it by 1.10 again, 13,300. You times it by 1.10 until you get how many months you want. When they say buy, 2 is, it will just increase to that value. Okay, everybody with me? Or you can just press that exponential value on your calculator to the power maybe 6 months or whatever. Everybody understand? So the operating expenses increased. So it increased to 18,150 rand. Okay. They obviously said 15,000 times 1.10 times 1.10. And they got into the 18,150. Okay. Salaries and wages amounted to 40,000. Let's put your salaries. And wages was 40,000. Okay. And then they say taxation payable in September amounts to 15. So we're only going to pay our tax in September. The cash budget is when you play around with the money. So normally like Eskom might not want to do maintenance in February, and then they defer it to December for maintenance, depending on when they have the cash. Okay, interest paid was 3,000 and is not included in the operating expenses. Okay, so you're going to take the interest there. Okay, and then they say the estimated bank balance as at 1 September is 15,570. So here you're going to have an, I don't have a place for it, so I'm just going to delete that. So the opening balance is 15,750. Right? They say sundry expenses amounts to 10,000. The amount for depreciation, it includes 2,000 on machinery. So we have to exclude depreciation in our cash budget. Okay, so you're going to say expenses, which was 10,000 minus the 2,000, and That will be the 8,000. Okay. So now we calculate all 154.70 blah blah blah. So our total outflows is now 308,150, which means that we don't have enough money here. Okay, so yeah, I must still add the 15,750 rand. So plus the 82 plus the 180. So now I have to add it up. So it's now 278,250 with me. So we've got a net outflow of money, and it is 29,900. Okay. So that 29,900 is my opening balance for October. The lousy opening balance. 29,900. Okay. So my cash from the cash sales is just 85,000 here. So I'm going to put my 85,000 in, right? And make sure that when you minus, when you add up and there's a negative value, you know how to punch it in your calculator. You say 85 plus the 228,600 minus the 29,900. You get a value of 283,600. Right, but we haven't done our expenses yet for October. So our creditors payment is calculated at 170,000. Obviously deleted it. There's no equipment purchases for the month of October. Operating expenses, if we take 18,150 on our calculator and I do the calculation, what do you get? Anybody? 18,150 and I do the calculation, was increasing by 10%.
It's 19,965.
Yep. Thank you. What? I don't know. Okay, so operating expenses was 40,000. It stays 40,000. Okay. Salaries and wages. I don't know what's going on with this company. I got no money to pay. So they're saying that salary and wages is only getting paid for Timber. So hardly for the party. Oh, there is salaries and wages for each month. Oh, sorry. I do have money to pay wages. Tax, there's no taxation for that month. Interest is 3,000 per month. Okay. The expenses, I said sundry expenses of 10,000 per month. Okay. So the 8,000 there. If you calculate the 170, the 19, 965, the 40, the 3,000, the 8,000, you get 240,965. Okay, so 283 minus 240, 965, at least I have a positive value of 42,635. And that's how easy your cash budget is. I genuinely think the cash budget is the easiest budget, but you need to get your numbers right. And you need to read the question properly to get all your marks. Anybody there? Where's everybody? Okay, Any questions on the cash budget? Are you still confused? Is the cash budget still a bit fuzzy? Did I confuse you even more tonight?
I just want to ask with regards to that operating expense for October, which we got 19,965. Just to figure out how
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to calculate it quickly.
If you take 15,000 on your calculator times 1.10, how much do you get?
So it's 15,000 times 10%, no?
Times 1.10.
16,500.
No, 1 times 10. Yeah. Now times that again by 1.10.
Okay.
What do you get?
Okay, and then I timed it again by 1.10. Okay, so you timed it by 1.10 3 times.
Yeah. Because they told us it's for 3 years.
Yes. So
Sorry,
we took,
3 months, sorry.
so we took the previous, which was 18,115 times 1.10. Okay.
Yes. Okay, let me give you another one quickly. If I say in January, right, my expenses is 295 Rand and at 6% inflation. I want to know by August, what is the value? Anybody with the answer? Okay, Kisa, you get to give us the answer.
Robin can go.
Sister Robert.
Sorry, I was lost for a moment. I just started the calculation now.
Oh, okay. So Yukisa, it's yours.
Yo, Aziza.
What's the matter? That's very easy.
So it's 295, eh?
Yes.
Not gonna be 17,7.
What?
Yeah, that's why.
Can't be less than what it was. $470. Somebody got 470. I never got 470, but I could be wrong also. Good kids. Anybody else? I did actually get 470 at the beginning, but then I went back and I saw I think it's wrong. Hi, Mensa. Anybody else with the answer? Dan mag my hart so seer.
Aziza,
Yes.
I got 443 and 57 cents.
I also got that then. They
But
say
I
great
also
ones.
initially got 470 because I accidentally had it for 8 months because I
I
included
also
January. That was my mistake, yeah.
had 470. They say great minds think alike and fools seldom differ.
We seldom differ.
Okay, so Yuki, sir, did you okay, so it's 295 times 1.06, and that's how you go all along. Times 1.06 times 1.06.
Times 1.06.
Otherwise, you
7 months.
7 months, 8 months. What did we do? 8 months. January, February, it's February, March, April, May, June, July,
7 months,
August.
yes.
7 months, yeah. 7
Yeah.
months.
So you said 295
times 1.06, and we did that 1.06. We put it into the calculator 7 times.
Why didn't you just say 295 times 7?
Times 7.
Mm.
No, you can't because it's inflation. What did you get if you say 295 times 7? Then you're getting 2065.
Oh my word.
Remember, it's going up. It's like your salary. Your salary goes up 6% a year. How much money, if you earn 10,000 Rand now, right? How much money you get, and if you earn, and you get a salary increase of 5% every year, right? What a 5%. How much are you going to earn in 4 years' time? I suppose 10,000 times 5%, and then you get an amount and you times it by 5% again, and you get an amount and you times it by 5%, and that until it's year 4, and that's what you're going to be earning in 4 years' time. Your boss consistently gives you a salary increase of 5%.
Okay. I'm getting it. I have to read more.
Okay. You know, the thing with the subject is it's always just a new thing popping up. New thing popping up all the time. But we'll just see. Okay. Listen, it's 8:30 almost. So we're gonna call it a evening. Let's just, yeah, I think maybe you should just listen to the recordings again